Hey, well, fetching into today's video, it's 5-day forecast. Today, going to have a detailed look at the weather for the next 5 days across the British Isles. It's getting colder again. We've been talking about this in the videos over the last few days. Colder air is now pushing in across the country. You've got cold fronts coming down across England and Wales, producing a band of cloud and rains behind that cold front. That very cold air is starting to dig in, and that's turning the showers increasingly to snow in the north. And many places will be at risk of snow showers over the next day or two. And then it's going towards the weekend. We're going to lose the northwesterly wind, and we're probably going to turn it northerly. So that will probably restrict the snow showers over the weekend towards the coast, but it'll turn very cold. By Sunday, temperatures will be struggling in many places to get above freezing. And then early next week, we've got to be watching out for the risk of more significant snow coming through, perhaps. So quite an extended and prolonged wintry spell looks like it's setting up. It could go on at least for a week, maybe even a little bit longer than that. As always in these cold patterns, the detail is quite uncertain, so it'll be a case of checking your national and local forecast, UK Met Office website for severe weather warnings, and keep coming back to Council Weather Viz to see the latest updates day by day as the pattern changes. There'll be subtle sort of little differences day by day, and the areas most at risk of snow will be changing at times. And things could creep up on us, although I say the weekend probably mainly dry away from the coast in terms of snow showers. By the time we get to weekend, that could change, and there could be something popping up at short notice. So do keep checking back to the forecast. Don't take this 5-day forecast too literally. It's just the latest snapshot of the situation. Now, before I get on with that, just say about the ads. There's links to articles on most of the pages at gaussweatherviz.com. Have a browse through the widgets and any articles that you're interested in. Click through, you'll be able to go off and read those articles. Very exciting developments on the website for Saturday evening. I'm going to be doing my first ever live broadcast. I'll have another weather forecast with me, a good friend of mine called Quantum, and Quantum and me will be doing a live broadcast on the website on Saturday evening, talking about the charts as they come through on Saturday night, and also of course the risk of snow and probably some other things as well. So that'll be interactive, so you can post questions here on the website that you would like to have answered, and post your comments, and I'll be able to answer some of those questions for you as well. So all very exciting. There'll be more information on that close to the time. Right, better get on with the 5-day forecast, and here we are for the radar picture from weatheroutlook.com. You find a link to Weather Outlook on my links page. This is a band of rain that's producing the drop in temperature. This is the cold front. Quite intense rain there coming through the southeast. Very squally. There's some hail and thunder mixed in as well. And it's behind this that the temperature does drop. And then the showers further north and west turning increasingly wintry. I can show you the precipitation type with that. Rain in the south, but these pink areas up in the north, across Scotland, coming down towards northern England, Northern Ireland, that is where the showers are turning more and more to start. And that will be the trend through the rest of today, with the showers turning increasingly to snow. Here's today's Arctic pressure chart, and we take that cold front across the country, clear it out of the way by the end of this afternoon. Body isobars back, and the air behind the cold front is originating from Greenland, come across the Atlantic on a long Atlantic effect, so it will be moderated somewhat, but it's still cold enough to turn those showers to snow. So the band of rain will clear away from the southeast through the course of this afternoon. Bright skies following on behind, and then we've got the snow showers in the north and west, and they'll turn increasingly heavy across Scotland, Northern Ireland, parts of Northern England and North Wales through the course of this afternoon and into this evening, giving accumulations in place. We've got tight patch isobars, so it's windy. There could be some local drifting over high ground in the north, with up to 10 centimetres, 4 inches of snow possible over some of the highest ground in Scotland and Northern Ireland. Showers will get through further south, but there's likely to be more of rain or hail, I think, this afternoon. Temperatures this afternoon, well, we started off very mild in the south at 10 degrees. They'll drop through the day, so we'll finish up somewhere between around freezing and 5 or 6 Celsius. Overnight, we're going to keep that cold northwesterly wind going, and this will feed more snow showers into Scotland, Northern Ireland, Northern England, particularly northwestern parts of England, and North Wales. A few of those will start to penetrate through the Cheshire Gap in towards the Midlands, possibly one or two getting through to Lincolnshire as well. Further south and east of that, could be a few wintry showers around, but mainly dry. It is in the north and west, I think, that is the focus for the snow tonight. Temperatures will be perilously close to freezing, so there is the risk of icy patches almost anywhere, but of course particularly where we've got snow on the ground. Through the course of Thursday, we're probably going to find the snow risk shifting a little bit further south actually. The worst of the snow shower could ease off across Scotland, although continuing around northern western parts of Scotland. I think they'll continue through Northern Ireland and Northern England, and with time we'll probably find more of those snow showers getting through to Wales and the Midlands, possibly Lincolnshire as well. In fact, by the end of Thursday afternoon there could be some accumulating snow across parts of the Midlands. East Anglia, southern southeastern parts of the country, probably mostly dry. A few wintry showers, snow throws perhaps coming through, but down in the southeast, probably mostly dry through daylight hours on Thursday. Temperatures will be very cold, just 2-3 degrees for most parts of the country, and feeling even colder than that in the wind. There will be a significant wind chill factor. Now, overnight, Thursday into Friday, we find that risk of perhaps significant precipitation moving southeast. I say precipitation because I'm not entirely sure once it gets to East Anglia, southern southeast England, whether it will be snow or rain or sleet. Could be a mix of all three, depending on elevation. So keep an eye on the forecast for Thursday night. There could be something wintry, even getting into the southeast. But for Wales and the Midlands, again, there could be some quite significant falls of snow overnight, Thursday into Friday, before it all starts to ease off later on. North of that, for Scotland and Northern England, snow showers around coast, but probably mostly dry and very frosty, with temperatures down to -4. Through Friday, we bring some slightly less cold air through, some slightly moderated less cold air. So I think the risk of snow will turn more towards rain through the course of Friday, and showers will ease off anyway. So we'll probably just generally a little bit of a thaw taking place as temperatures creep up, and as I say, showers turning more towards rain and sleet on Friday as opposed to snow. But it's just a pocket of slightly less cold air rotating around this area of the low pressure sitting off the coast of East Anglia. Temperatures probably around, say, 3 to 7 degrees on Friday, so a little bit less cold, although still feeling pretty chilly, especially in the wind. As we go through into the weekend, that slightly less cold weather for Friday will go very quickly as the low pressure pushes off to the east, and we open the door to this very cold northerly wind. If you follow the isobars back, the wind goes right way back to the North Pole. So a very cold air mass is coming southwards over the weekend. On Saturday, we're probably going to find a cold front bringing that very coldest of the air through, so I would suspect have a band of wintry showers coming across the country through the course of Saturday. That'll be a mix of rain, hail, sleet and snow, but it'll probably turn mostly dry behind that cold front, and the coldest of the air begins to dig in. So temperatures in the south could still be around 5 or 6 degrees on Friday, but for Scotland barely above freezing, and that's all heading southwards. So a hard frost on Saturday night. Snow showers probably confined to the coast unless there's some sort of disturbance, so won't be a great deal of snow, I don't think, over the weekend, but very cold on Saturday night with a widespread and hard frost as temperatures drop to -4 or -5 degrees. Sunday, very cold day. We're still into that northerly flow, so again snow showers draped around the coast unless something can pop up and push them inland. It's going to be mostly dry. Lots of sunshine, but really cold. Temperatures will struggle to get above freezing for many parts of the country on Sunday. And on Sunday night, there'll be another very hard frost. And then it gets very uncertain as we go through into Monday. We've got this area of low pressure coming down from Iceland. That could drift to the west and south of the country, actually, but it's very close. And if it's anywhere towards the country, it could give a very significant snow event on Monday. So I don't want to talk too much about Monday. There's also a trough coming down here into Scotland on Monday. So if this main area of low pressure misses us, the trough will probably bring snow across the country. So Monday could be a wintry day across many parts of the country. Don't want to say too much about it, but there is a risk of significant snow on Monday. And that even applies to the far south of the country. So do keep an eye on what's happening for Monday. Finally, having a look at the charts from the weather out, see the weather in your area over the next 5 days. There's the cold front bringing the rain into south and southeast today. Heavy snow showers are following along from the north, and they're pushing into much of Scotland, Northern Ireland, and northern parts of England. As we go through into Thursday, the snow showers will start off in the north and west, but with time they'll start to push inland. So look at this, by the time you get through to Thursday afternoon, there is a risk of some quite significant snow there, even pushing through parts of the Midlands, East Anglia, for instance, on Thursday afternoon. That will be one to keep an eye on, and then that could carry on into Thursday evening and overnight into Friday. And there is a risk there on Friday, the early hours of Friday, of some precipitation coming down into south and southeast. This is showing mostly rain, but it could be snow for a time. But I think through Friday the showers will turn more towards rain and sleet as the temperatures just lift up a little bit. Some slightly less cold air coming in on Friday. So if snow does fall, it could probably fall on Friday itself. Going into a weekend, it turns colder. There's the very weak cold front coming down across the country on Saturday, bringing a band of wintry showers. It's behind that the cold air really starts to dig in from the Arctic. So by Sunday, snow showers mostly around the coast. It's going to be mainly dry, but very cold, with temperatures struggling to get above freezing. And then as we move through into Monday, a very cold day, and there could be a growing threat through the course of Monday and into the early hours of Tuesday that we might start to bring some significant snow in across the country Monday into Tuesday. Don't want to say too much about that because it's very, very uncertain, but it'll be one to keep an eye on, I can assure you of that. So in summary, it's turning a lot colder. We're going to bring the cold air down across the country today. We are bringing cold air down across the country today. Snow showers following in. Could be lots of snow showers across many parts of the country tonight and tomorrow. Turns a little bit less cold on Friday, and then colder again into the weekend, with the air turning proper polar in origin, proper Arctic air coming down across the country. So temperatures by the end of the weekend and start next week will be struggling to get above freezing. Snow showers probably mostly around the coast over the weekend, with lots of dry, very frosty conditions, and then early next week a risk of a major snow event across the country. Detail, of course, to be firmed up on. That's it for now, and thanks for watching.